Hey everybody, this is Dan and Don. Nope,
No,
I'm Don and he's Dan.
that's right.
So anyway, we're with The Clinical Trials Guru. Again, our website is www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. And today we want to talk about some activity, or should I say lack of activity, that's taken place in India.
Yes, very breaking news. I'm glad we know people who are involved deeply with these kind of things. Research on India is on pause. It's on hold.
Right. And it kind of blew me away. Is right now, from what we're hearing, is that the studies in India have been halted. I'm guessing because and don't quote me on this part, but there's a lot of issues with the quality assurance with the way they're doing it, or quality assurance the way they're conducting the studies, or
the way they're
patients.
being regulated. And from maybe someone out there, one of our viewers can share the link. There was an article written about some deaths that have happened due to a clinical trial in India. Actually, due to several clinical trials in India, which, by the way, if you go back and just search India on our blog, watch some of our interviews, we're not surprised that this is happening. I mean, it's kind of it seems like it's a little bit out of control. So the regulatory forces came in, and these are the Indian regulatory people. So it's got to be bad.
Yeah.
Because they're basing their economy part of their economy off of pharmaceutical research.
And it's a big deal.
It's like shutting down technology there. I mean, it's like their main revenue source is the technology sector. I think research it's got to be top 5. So for them to just shut down all activity involving clinical research by U.S. companies is, I don't know, it's a drastic move.
Well, you have to ask yourself, then, how does that affect us here in the United States and other parts of the world, then, where a lot of studies are taken from here or basically outsourced to India and not done here, because obviously for numerous amount of reasons. Does that mean those studies are going to come back here?
Yes, and good news for your research sites in the U.S. Maybe those study budgets that you've seen that were smaller, maybe they're going to start getting larger. I don't know. I'm being optimistic here. But it definitely has an impact. You can't say that it doesn't have an impact. So I thought it was just fascinating. I mean, the clinical trials industry in India is huge. Like I said, it's got to be top 5, at least top 10 industry in that nation.
Man, it's got to be a lot of dollars lost on the end of the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
Because that means those are studies that they can't complete, that they've invested a lot of money into.
And what did they tell you, Don, about how long this will be on hold? I mean, I know this is relatively recent.
The person I was talking to, or we were talking to, didn't really give. I don't remember them giving me a time frame.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Yeah, but
it seems like it's unclear.
Yeah, it is definitely unclear. To me, it's kind of unclear the direction things are going to go. But you have to ask yourself, what direction will this take the industry in? As the study's going to start, more studies going to come back here. As Dan indicated, we'll see an increase in our budgets for those of us who are conducting these research studies. There's a lot of good things a lot of questions that we need to ask ourselves.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not surprised that research was forced to shut down there. It was getting out of hand. I've read lots of articles. We've interviewed lots of people. I don't have to be an expert in clinical trials in India to know that something was wrong. And I'm sure you can find the articles to support either argument that you want, but for the Indian authorities to get involved to this degree means that something was wrong.
Absolutely.
So it looks like there will be some improvement, but these things take time.
Yeah.
This may be years before it gets back to normal there in India, as far as U.S. companies outsourcing their trials there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's still unclear. We'll definitely follow up. We'll interview experts on this topic shortly, so stay tuned. And let us know your thoughts. Maybe you can share some information, and maybe we can interview you.
And if you're somebody from India, if you've got some insight to what's happening there, you'd like to share with us from what's going on the inside, you may obviously have more information and more knowledge of what's taking place on ground there than we have over here. So we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we just hear things through the grapevine. Although there have been articles written, so
yes, there have.
I'd like to read those links.
So if you do have more information, contact us at www.theclinicaltrials.guru. I'm sorry, I'm really tired today. www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you very much.
Take care.